Okay, good morning students. In last class we were discussing about the graphical representation of the motion. In graphical representation of the motion, some two types of graphs we just go through that. So what are those graphs? The first one is distance, time graph. We can call it as a dt graph also. And second one is velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. Here we can say it as VT graph also. Okay, in distance time graph, we learned about two types of graphs. One with the uniform speed and another one with the non-uniform speed. So here, in distance time graph, distance can be taken in the y-axis and time is taken in the x-axis. Okay, here with the uniform speed what happens? With straight line we got, okay, with the uniform speed. Uniform speed means what? The object is covering equal distance in equal intervals of time. Here we can say that 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour like that. And here in distance we can take it in the kilometer. 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 4 kilometer like that. Okay. When it is a uniform speed, the distance time graph, it will be straight line. Here we got the by the distance time graph we can determine the speed of an object. Okay. Next, another type of graph in that distance time graph, that is with the non-uniform speed. What we got in the non-uniform speed? Here distance, which is in kilometer, and here time. You can take it as a second also. You can take it as a hour also. So here we got the curved shape of the graph. Here it is a non-uniform speed. With the non-uniform speed, these two types of comes under the dt graphs. In dt graphs, we can determine the by the slope. Here, if I take it as a here 2 points, if I draw here, we can measure the speed of this point. A to B, speed of the point we can measure by the slope of this graph. Whenever there is a straight line occurs, we can draw the slope, and by the slope we can determine the speed of the object in the dt graph. So these are the two types of graphs comes under the distance time graph. So in velocity time graph what happens? What do you mean by velocity then? What do you mean by velocity? Yes. Velocity means the distance traveled by an object with the unit time with the definite direction. What is the speed then? The distance traveled by an object with the time only. There is no direction there. But here, whenever velocity comes, there is a definite direction is there. Whenever velocity is there, that time there is a acceleration is there. So acceleration means what we respond to the velocity. I just gave the example of that. Whenever you are traveling in a car, whenever car driver accelerated, your body just moves forward and backward. There is a negative acceleration is there, and there is a positive acceleration is also there. Okay. So then in velocity time graph what happens? Here also we discussed the two types of graphs again. Whenever there is a uniform acceleration is there, so here we can take the velocity in the y-axis and here time is in the x-axis. So whenever there is a uniform acceleration is there, the graph is like that in straight line only. Okay. Whenever there is and another one graph also we discussed that if car is in rest motion, if it is a considered origin as a O, here velocity, and this object is in the, I think here if we taken it as a 40 kilometer, it is in the 40 kilometer per hour, okay, in the rest position. If we go on increasing, if the uniform acceleration is there, it is not changing its acceleration, okay. It is, if 1 hour you will travel, it will in the 40 kilometer per hour only, and if you travel for 2 hours, if it is in the 40 kilometer per hour only, the parallel line we can get in this graph. If velocity is in uniform acceleration is there or uniform velocity is there, we can get the parallel line which is parallel to the x-axis. And another one graph we discussed that is, if your car is at 40 kilometer per hour, but whenever you travel long distance, if it comes down like this is called as the negative acceleration. Negative acceleration is also called as the retardation. Here first it is in the 40 km per hour initially, at its initial velocity can be taken it as a u means initial velocity. So then after, if it is after 1 hour, it in the rest position it is in the 40 km per hour velocity. After the 1 hour it comes to the, I think, 39 per hour. After 2 hours it comes to 30 km per hour, because it is go on decreasing. Whenever you are going with the speed, and if you reach the destiny, you just go down and slow down the car. That time it will be decreases. This is the retardation or negative acceleration we can call it as. These three types of graphs are comes under the velocity type graph. And another one, if it is in the non-uniform acceleration. If it is in the non-uniform acceleration, it is also in the uniform acceleration. We can get the graph same with the distance time graph. But here what happens? The car or object is going with the uniformly, but at the starting position only it is in the 40 km, or it is already in the some distance it have covered, and sometime it will go on decreasing, that is negative acceleration or retardation we can call it as. So the last one is non-uniform acceleration. If it is in the non-uniform acceleration means here velocity here and here time. First 1 hour your car is in the 10 km per hour. Next after 1.5 hour it is in the 20 km per hour. Next after 2 hour it is in the 30 km per hour. But suddenly after 2.5 hour it decreases and it is up to 20 km per hour. And next after 3 hours it comes to 10 km per hour. That time we get the graph like this. And after 4 hours it may be increases to 40 km per hour. So here non-uniformity is there. Whenever there is a non-uniform acceleration, we can get the graph like this. Okay, these 4 types of graphs comes under the velocity time graph. So what we determine in the velocity time graph? Acceleration of the object as well as the distance of the object. So what is the acceleration? What is the distance? Acceleration means what? The rate of change of velocity with the time. So speed, velocity and acceleration are related to each other. So first, what is speed then? Speed is the distance covered by an object with the time. Velocity is the distance covered by an object with the time with the definite direction. But acceleration is what? The rate of change of velocity. So the SI unit of speed is meter per second, as well as velocity SI unit is meter per second. But acceleration, the SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Okay, we derived in the previous classes. Okay, then in distance time graph we easily determine the speed of an object. So in velocity time graph, we should also derive the distance of the object. Okay. So here, so in distance time graph, we just taken the distance in the y-axis and time in the x-axis. When velocity time graph, we can take it as velocity in this direction, which is in the kilometer, and next the time in the hour. Here, in distance time graph, what we did is, we just taken this and we selected 2 points here, A to B. We have to determine their speed of an object in these 2 points. Okay, at that time what we did is, speed is equal to, here we just taken the parallel lines. Here distance means, here we taken it as a S1 and S2, and here we taken it as a T1 and T2. That time distance means distance traveled by an object to the time. So here we have to determine, this is the distance time graph. I am taking it as an example. S2 minus S1 we just taken it as, and here T2 minus T1, which is speed, and S2, if there is any value is there, if it is a 30 and if it is 10, 30 minus 10, and here if it is a 4 and if it is 2, 4 minus 2 we can say it as, and we just did the solve the by this we solve the examples there. Here also it is same. If it is in the uniform acceleration, we get the straight line. We get the straight line here. Here we determine the speed. In the distance time graph, we determine the speed, and here we determine the distance of an object. How much distance is covered? If I am taken it as a point A and here it is a point B. I want to determine the distance between these 2 points. So what I do is here, I taken the parallel lines which is parallel to the, is A, here A, B, here C, D, I can say it as AD is parallel to the y-axis, and here this FD is parallel to the next OC. So here I want to determine the distance of an object. So what I do here is, I want to determine this area. A to B distance I have to determine. So what I do is, here I just join these points. Here I count it as a G. Okay. G means, here we get the one triangle, that is ABG. Okay. Here AGDC, what it is? Rectangle. Okay. Here ABG is a triangle and AGDC is a rectangle. So I want to determine the, if we take it as a whole, that is DABGC, which is a we can call it as a trapezium. Okay, so here we wholly we can take it as a trapezium, or if we don't know about the area of the trapezium, that time we can take it as a ABG triangle and AGDC is a rectangle. So area of BGC. So if area of DABGC means the distance between the 2 points we can measure. So that time is equal to the first triangle of area, the area of triangle. Area of triangle. What is the triangle? ABG. Okay? ABG. And also we have to determine the area of the rectangle plus area of, is it close? Area of rectangle. What is that? AGDC. AGDC. First, in velocity time graph, what we have to determine here? Distance of the distance between the 2 points. If an object is going with a uniform acceleration, how much distance it covers in these 2 points, that is A and B. For deriving that, we have to take on that area of the trapezium here, because whenever we join the lines, here we got the trapezium. If we directly take it as a trapezium also, if we don't know about the trapezium formula, we can say it as, if we join these imaginary line, if we join, here we got the two types of what is that? Shapes. So that shapes is, first one is rectangle, triangle, and second one is rectangle. So here, so what is the area of triangle then? 1/2 base into height. If you are good in maths, physics is very easy for you. Okay, first. Next, area of triangle, what we say that? Area of triangle. L into length into breadth, no? Or L into B we can say it as. Okay, what is the area of cube then? Sorry, square. Yes. Okay, so here area of triangle is 1/2 base into height, and area of rectangle, that is length into breadth. So here 1/2, what is the base here? In this triangle, what is the base then? AG is the base? Okay. So base is AG. And then height is BG plus area of the rectangle. Length is, what is length? What is length? Both are product only. What is length then? What? AD. So AD is the length into breadth, that is BC. Here we can, in AD, we can write it as a GC also, because parallel lines are there. And DC, we can write it as a AG also, these are also parallel lines. So here, by this formula, 1/2 AG into BC and AG into DC, if we substitute the value of this, we can get the area of DABGC. That area of DABGC is nothing but distance between the 2 points here in the velocity time graph. Here we are not mentioning any numericals here. So just this is the one idea regarding the how we measure the distance between the 2 points. Okay. what we learn here, first in velocity time graph we can take it as a velocity in the y-axis and time in the x-axis. So here we want to determine the distance between the 2 points, that is A and B. So for that what we did is area of trapezium we can take it as a DA BGC, and here you just change the your alphabet also. You just put your names alphabet and you can easy for that also. Next, area of triangle with ABG, and then is area of rectangular, that is AGBC. So here area of triangle we know that 1/2 base into height, and area of rectangular is length into breadth. So just what is the base here? AG, 1/2 AG, and what is the height here? BG. So the first next length into breadth means here in the rectangular length is AD, or we can say that DC also, and DC is the breadth here. So by this if we arrange the here we can take it as a GC also. This is the main one idea regarding the how to measure the distance between the 2 points. Okay. Next, after this, these all the types of graphs is closes here. So the next one is equations of the motion by the graphs. How we derive the equations by the graphs? There is a 3 set of equations are there for you. That 3 set of equations are give the relation between the velocity, time, and the time. Okay. So what are those are? That 3 set of equations are there. Okay, there is a 3 set of equations are there which gives the relation between velocity, that is initial velocity, final velocity, time, and distance of the object. So the first equation is, that is V is equal to U plus AT, and the second equation is S is equal to UT plus half AT square. UT plus half AT square, and the third one is V square minus V square is equal to 2AS. Okay. Okay. So these 3 set of equations will give the relation between the first equation. Here it gives the relation between V means what? Final velocity, and here U means what? Initial velocity, A means acceleration, and here T means time. So this first equation will give the relation between the velocities and acceleration and the time. Okay, in second equation, that is S is equal to UT plus 1/2 AT square, or we can say that half AT square. So here S means what? Distance, U initial velocity, T means time, and here half is a constant here, and next A means acceleration and T is time. So this gives relation between distance and the velocity and time. Next one, last one, that is V square minus U square is equal to 2AS. So this gives the relation between the velocities and the distance. Here time it is not comes. Okay, these 3 set of equations we will derive from the graph by using the graph only. That will be discussed in the next session. Okay. So in next session we just discuss about these 3 set of the equation. Okay. Thank you.